chairperson of the ceremony, and my president, Srijana Ranaji, chief guest, Honorable Minister for Culture, Tourism and Civil Aviation, Mr. Sudan Kiratiji, who already departed. Also, Mr. Bharadraj Paudilji, Foreign Secretary of Nepal, who already departed, but we have a huge respect to both of them. Also, His Excellency Ambassador Navin Srivastavaji, who also departed, but our dear friend, Deputy Chief of Mission is here, and other colleagues, former ambassadors of Nepal to India and Japan, high officials of diplomatic missions in Nepal, president, past presidents, office bearers of various chambers and associations in Nepal, special guests from the Department of Tourism from various states of India and also from Nepal, eminent guests, friends from media, ladies and gentlemen. Today I am very much pleased to bid the vote of thanks to this very august gathering. Very good evening. Apart from geographical proximity and open borders, we all know and discussed in many forums in Nepal and India about the cultural, traditional, religious and socio-economic similarities between the two countries, and since time immemorial. And I think now there is no need of reiterating it. The first meeting of the G2G Joint Working Group between Nepal and India was held in New Delhi in 2015 to take the joint initiative for promotion of bilateral tourism. Following the decisions of the first JWG meeting, the second JWG meeting was held on 6 July 2018 in Kathmandu with the strong follow-up and initiation taken by convener of the Tourism Promotion Committee at NICCI, Madam President Ms. Srijana Rana, and her team at NICCI Secretariat for the coordination among the Ministry for Culture, Tourism and Civil Aviation, as well as the private sectors from Nepal and India. One of the agenda of the meeting of second JWG meeting was to promote bilateral tourism through identification of various religious and spiritual sites in Nepal and India, so that people at both sides willing to travel feel easy to identify those sites in a logical way, in consultation with the experts from Nepal and India, and also serve the purpose of bilateral tourism promotion. The other agenda of the second JWG meeting were overland and air travel, joint marketing and promotion, infrastructure development, inclusion of Nepal in the Live Travel Concession list of Government of India for their travel staffs, promotion of adventure tourism, identify area of cooperation for human resource development in tourism sectors and exchange in terms in this field, and share the list of medical facilities in the border points of Nepal and India. At this moment, I would like to thank the Embassy of India in Kathmandu for inspiring NICCI, being the most concerned organization, to implement the decision to bring out a coffee table book on religious and spiritual sites in both countries with needful support. In this connection, NICCI also joined hands with the Embassy of Nepal in New Delhi and the Tourism Board of Nepal for the book. It took more than 2 years to bring the initiative into reality. During the preparation and consultation, 5 circuits were considered to cover in this book: Ramayana Circuit, Mahabharata Circuit, Shiva Shakti Circuit, Buddha Circuit, and Sikh, in which Madam President has already mentioned in her welcome remarks. And most of us in this August gathering are familiar with and also been at some of those holy shrines. I would like to extend my warmest thanks for immense contributors to Dr. Basudev Krishna Shastri for the Ramayana and Shiva Shakti circuits in Nepal, Madam Neera Mishra ji from India for the Ramayana and Mahabharata circuits in India, Dr. Ramesh Jungel for Mahabharata in Nepal, Acharya Sri Tek Narayan Upadhyay and Professor Dr. Hari Prasad Adhikari ji for Shiva Shakti circuit in India, as well as Mr. Bikram Pandey Kazi ji for the Buddhist circuit in Nepal, and Mr. Deepak Anand for Buddhist circuit in India, Mr. Gyani Guruvaksha Singh for Sikh circuit in Nepal, and Mr. Rajendra Singh Chadha for Sikh circuit in Nepal. And I personally thanks for their great contribution. Also, Rupi Singh from Nepal, Ms. Kiran Sandhya, Sardar Pirtam, Mr. Anil Thamarji also. Ultimately, NICCI has been successful in bringing out the book. At this moment, I would also like to thank His Excellency Ambassador of India, Sri Navin Srivastavaji, former Ambassador of India to Nepal, and now the Foreign Secretary of India, Sri Binay Mohan Quatraji, DCM Sri Prasanna Srivastavaji, and former DCM Madam Nagma Si Khampa, former Councillor Commerce Sri Abhishek Upadhyay ji, Second Secretary Commerce Sri Suman Sekharji, and Sri Kapidoj Pratap Singh ji, who was a former Commerce Secretary. As well as I would like to thank Mr. Pankaj Joshi for the kind cooperation with the Chamber, the entire team at the Embassy of India in Kathmandu for inspiring NICCI with the needful support. I would also like to thank His Excellency Ambassador of Nepal to India, Dr. Shankar Sharma, Minister Economic Councillor Nita Pokhrelji at the Embassy of India, as well as Dr. Dhananjay Regmi, Chief Executive Officer of Nepal Tourism Board, NICCI members, joint ventures in Nepal for their immense support to bring out the book, namely alphabetic order, Arunachal Pradesh Power Company Private Limited, Asian Thai Foods Private Limited, Vaibhav Power Nepal Limited, Davar Nepal Private Limited, Nepal Airlines Corporation, Nepal Oil Corporation, Nepal SBI Bank, Kumar Sreshta Nirman Sewa, KL Group of Industries, Morang Auto Works, Mountain Infra Company Limited, National Insurance Company, Samantar Group, Sarma and Company Private Limited, Suri Nepal Private Limited. I'm confident that the coffee table book will be a masterpiece for the existing and upcoming generation in Nepal and India who are dedicated in preserving their religion and culture and promote bilateral tourism in the days to come. As a part of today's program for tourist promotion between the two countries, tomorrow we have B2B meeting between the delegates of tour operators from India and Nepal. Now I would also like to extend my sincere thanks to Honorable Minister for Tourism, Culture and Civil Aviation, His Excellency Naveen Srivastava for their gracious presence and address to the gathering. Similarly, I would also like to thank SIP's Foreign Secretary Foreign Secretary Bharatraj Paudalji, Secretary of the Ministry of Tourism, and the Mayor of the municipality, as well as the head of the TAN, NATA, friends from media, ladies and gentlemen, for making this program very successful. Finally, would like to thank Madam President Ms. Srijana Rana for her tireless enthusiasm and efforts towards the destination of this book. I would also like to thank consultant Ms. Luja Mathema for her big contribution to make this book publication, as well as Mr. Marshall Rathore, Deputy Director of the Chamber, for their tireless contribution, supported by Mr. Kem Singh, Director General of the Chamber, with passion and great patience in bringing the dream into reality and upholding the role of NICCI for promotion of bilateral tourism at large. Last but not least, I also thank the management of the Patan Museum of this beautiful city, Lalitpur, for providing the venue at this historical monument, and Bhog Events and Management Private Limited for their event management support. And once again, in the list, I would like to thank to our sponsor, President Travels and Tours and Vistara Airlines. Once again, thank you everyone, and I wish everyone will enjoy the dinner. Thank you.